everybody. Welcome back to Heart Interviews with CI Heartland. Today, I have George. I'm not going to say his last name because I'm probably going to butcher it. And he told me he was going to make fun of me if I do, so I'm not going to say it. From Pacific Premier Bank. Hi, George. Now, you tell us how to pronounce your last name.
I've heard it all. Toubekis. It's easier than it looks. It's Greek, right? So Greek to me, Greek to everybody. I've heard many worse things. I've been called a lot worse, so go ahead.
I just had to cheese you right there at the gate. So, okay. So thank you for doing this today. I know, how busy you are, so thanks for doing this, but let's get started.
All right.
How long have you been involved with CEI? Not necessarily just our chapter, but just CEI as a whole.
Yeah, so I'd say probably 7 years. With the Heartland chapter, 5 years. I originally was working for a previous company in the Chicagoland area, and Diana Lane kind of introduced me to, I think you know Diana really well.
Yes, I do.
She introduced me to CAI, and then from there, I, coming down to Missouri, obviously I think it's a very big piece of our industry, so I wanted to be involved, so.
Yeah. Was there somebody or something that encouraged you to get involved in CEI to start with? Any certain person we can thank?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's kind of funny, I didn't really grow up in the Chicagoland area. I grew up about 2 hours north of St. Louis. And so I went to school at University of Missouri. And I'm sure you all know, University of Missouri is like a suburb of St. Louis. So
Mizzou,
that being said,
right?
Yeah, Mizzou, yeah. So
yeah.
A lot of people, tend to go there from St. Louis. And I was fortunate enough, I think it was the first holiday party that I attended for the Heartland chapter, and Jim Rubson was there. And I've known Jim for years. Back in college, we used to hang together. So it was, a small world. It was kind of nice to have my roots also a little bit there and find some people that I knew and just kind of fit in. But yeah, I definitely, it was kind of nice to meet somebody that I already knew that was involved in the chapter. So.
I love that. That's good. That's good. So you got any secret stories to tell us about, about Jim, like back in the Mizzou days? I'm just joking.
I don't want to say anything because he's probably got more about me.
I'm just teasing. Jim's like the nicest guy ever. So there's probably nothing anyway. I just I don't know if you guys are old. You guys are younger than me. So I don't know. There probably wasn't cell phone. Well, there might have been cell phones. I don't know. Was there cell phones? Okay, so there was probably wasn't a big social media. There wasn't social media presence then. You guys aren't that young, but I was at the time before. You could do things where you wouldn't get caught on camera. That sounds bad, but I didn't mean it like that.
We're all lucky. We're lucky.
Yeah, we're lucky. Yeah. The older you are, the luckier you are. Just saying. So, what is your most challenging thing that you're facing in the industry right now?
I would say, honestly, change. Change is something that we deal with a lot in our industry, whether it's from a legislative stance, states by state, things change. I mean, even probably different laws and regulations or restrictions probably vary between Kansas City sometimes and St. Louis. So change has been a huge challenge. And, we all know last year was huge change for everybody. I'm a people person. I think you know that, Kathy. And
me too.
Being tied to a desk or forced to work virtually was difficult. But with change comes opportunity, right? So there's been a lot of opportunity for growth in our industry, not only from diving down to a property manager's point of view where they can meet virtually now. I'm sure that's a lot of time saving for them. But so there's been some evolving that has helped our industry. But at the same time, I think our industry is primarily a face, in person. You want to see people, you want to interact. It's revolved around relationships. And sometimes those relationships are hard to either grow, develop, or even just establish it from the beginning if you're not able to get in front of them. So it's a big hurdle, but I think, we're slowly starting to adapt to what the new the new world has kind of brought us with this pandemic. So not to beat a dead horse here, but yeah, that's been a big challenge.
It has. It's been hard for a lot of people. I've heard several people say that they were extroverted before, and now they find themselves more introverted because of the pandemic. And I'm kind of feeling that a little bit too. I mean, I know, surprise, surprise, but I feel that sometimes. And I've, always been a huge extrovert. So, but everyone's going through changes right now. So, do you have a favorite CEI Heartland event that we do every year?
Well, it's kind of a lot of people would think golf, right? Because I'm on golf committee and so forth.
Our new golf chair. Hello. As of next year, our new golf chair.
That being said, I love the game. I'm not good at it, but it's not my favorite event, honestly. As weird as that may sound, my favorite's the holiday parties. I'm a sucker for Christmas. I love to give gifts. I love it. And so, I don't know. I think that the joy that you get to see on everybody's face, maybe it's because it's the end of the year. I don't know. That, hey, we made it through another year. But honestly, the joy that you get to see, everybody's hugging, everybody's celebrating. It's such a good networking event. It's such a great time to get together and smile and laugh. And I feel like, I'd say that's probably my most favorite, event by far.
We have a really good holiday party, just saying, too.
We do.
We do. We have a really good one. And yes, for those people that are wanting to know, we are doing the holiday party this year. We will have it at, the Elk Lodge like we've been doing the last couple of years. So we'll try to keep everybody safe, but we are going to do it. So hope to see everybody there. Do you have a favorite CEI Heartland memory? I
do. So people make fun of me on my team that I cry at commercials. So I'm not going to cry. But my favorite memory, let's see here. A lot of people were involved in this. 2019, I want to say, right? My family, we had a fire, and when you go through a fire, you go through many emotions, right? And you can't put thank you's not enough. See, there we go.
Get him to cry! Yay!
No. The chapter really, Melissa Craig was heavily involved, and everybody was involved. The thank yous, it's not enough. At that point in time, I realized that CAI is not just your networking partner or organization, whatever you want to refer to it as. CAI became family real quick. And I think you guys say fierce friends a lot there.
We do. Bob Clagus coined the term, but CAI fierce friends, absolutely.
Yeah. So there's a lot more to it than just being an industry organization to help bring people together. What it did for my family extends way beyond what anybody could ever say about an organization. And I know that's my personal, me, but I know that they've helped out. Gosh, I want to say Jennifer.
Jennifer,
Yes, helped out her as well. So, it doesn't just stop with, one person. This continues and continues. So, as a memory, I don't know that, that one specific event, definitely will always be a memory for me. But I ultimately think that, people sometimes see this as, oh, I got to go to another event. No, I got to go to another, and ultimately, if you look beyond what happens, and it's so cool. It's so cool to say that I work with an organization that has actually helped me beyond anything that I can do professionally. So, I have a big heart for it.
Aww. Well, shout out to Melissa Craig and Turtle Creek Pub and Grill for helping us with that event.
And not to plug Associa either, but they had a program called Associa Cares that also helped out tremendously with my team. It's again, no words. Thank you is not enough.
Aww.
So.
Well, like I said, when we know that one of our fierce friends needs help, that's what we do. So I'm sure other chapters have done just as much, but thank you for saying that, though. We appreciate that. I know you do this all the time, but if you're going to encourage someone to join CEI, maybe a business partner, or maybe a manager, anybody, a board member, what would you say to them to encourage them to get more involved and to join?
I guess I would say that if you do sign up for CAI, whether you're a member or a manager or a vendor or a business partner, get involved. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. Yeah. Don't just sign up and think that all miracles are gonna happen. Get involved. I mean, you're only gonna gain knowledge. You're gonna gain your network is gonna grow. I think that by being a part of CAI, you actually have to get involved to understand what CAI is about. Sure. And committees, there's an abundance of openings for them. I mean, honestly, we would love to have people join committees because it's always new ideas, spark new interests, grow the chapter. I mean, it's all something that what I may have said, somebody says differently, or somebody has a different approach to it, a different idea to make that work. And I think that by joining or encouraging someone to join CAI, it doesn't stop there. You got to encourage them to get involved, because you're not going to get really, I don't be rude here, but you're not going to probably get everything out of it that you thought you were going to if you don't get involved.
Yeah, you want to reap the benefits. Absolutely. I agree with that 100%. Yeah. Yeah.
And there's a lot of committees that, look, I'm not a great golfer. I just like the game. And that doesn't mean that I can't talk golf or at least be on a committee to help grow that event. I mean, there's all kinds of different ideas that can be brought up from people who may have never played the game. So, I mean, again, it could be anything. But yeah, I would say get involved. Whatever you do, get involved.
There you go. I love that. So tell us something that our members might be surprised to know about you besides that you cry at commercials. I love that.
Yeah. Well, I think most people, from the intro, know that I'm Greek now. My dad and my sister live there. So about 15 years ago, I was 25. Yeah, I was 25. So back in 2005-ish, I actually decided to move there. I was going to live there. And so in doing so, just as a piece of advice for anybody, if you ever want to live in Greece, don't overstay your welcome, or you'll get a piece of paper in the mail that says you have to join the military. So I had to join the Greek military. And well, at that point in time, a little funny story, I was learning how to read and write Greek. I can speak the language, but reading and writing is like hieroglyphics there. It's like a whole nother alphabet, right? So in the Army, they allow you to choose like your top 4 choices where you want to go. It's not that they always necessarily will send you there. They'll send you where they need people. But I was learning still, and I wanted to go to this island called Ios. Ios is spelled I-O-S, and it's right next to Mykonos. People have probably heard of Mykonos. Well, anyways, I couldn't find it anywhere on the map. And I found this island that said Chios. And I was like, oh, that's gotta be it. Chios, Eos, same, gotta be. It's spelled X-I-O-S. Well, they sent my butt to an island that is right next to Turkey. And I think we all know the brotherly love that, happens between Turkey and Greece. So I don't know if they saw me as G.I. Joe, the American hero, and let's send his butt over to this island. But so I was stationed at an island that was basically on watch, nonstop, versus the party island that I was hoping to go to. So a little bit of a shock for me, but needless to say, I made it work, and it was an experience.
How long were you serving for?
You got to do 1 year.
1 year, okay. Yeah. So then you were done
after a year.
Quick love story
for you. I saved up all my days so that I could save up for my current wife to be at the time, come over, and we traveled, and then I came back home to her. So.
That's nice. I'm sure she'll like to hear that. You have to share with her the interview so she can hear that. So now comes the time where we talk about the rapid fire questions. If you're ready, are you ready?
Uh-oh. I guess so. Ready as I'll ever be.
Okay, you got this or that. So free lunch or free dessert?
Oh, free dessert.
Hello, yeah. What is your favorite dessert? Got to ask that too, since you said that.
I'm a brownie. It's pretty simple actually. Brownies and ice cream.
Okay.
Brownies and ice cream is all I need.
Sounds good to me. Video meeting or in-person meeting? I think I already know the answer.
By far, in person. I wish we could have done this in person.
I know. Physical work or mental work?
Physical.
Physical. I don't think everyone would say that. I think some people would
probably why I travel.
mental.
I like to go. I like to do things. So I can't.
Caramel apple or candy corn?
Caramel apple.
Do you have a favorite one?
Like candy corn. I don't like candy corn at all. So
it's
basically,
too sweet.
You could have said anything other than candy corn.
Caramel apples are good though. I think. Like yours, like with nuts on them or no nuts?
Either or, honestly. I just don't like those big gourmet ones with all the crazy. Then it gets too sweet. So.
Okay. See, I like the big ones, like the Merb's apples. If you're in St. Louis, Merb's has a really good one. Yeah. Test the waters or dive in the deep end?
Dive in the deep end.
I knew you were going to say that. I don't know why, but I knew that.
Always.
We got a little Halloween theme happening here. Zombies or vampires?
I guess I'll go vampires.
Vampires? Okay.
Vampires, yeah.
Sneezing or coughing? Would you rather sneeze or cough?
I think sneeze.
Sneeze?
For sure, yeah.
Phone in the bathroom or no phone in the bathroom? That's kind of a
phone in the bathroom, man. That's where you do most of your work, isn't it?
I'm sorry, if anyone says that they don't bring it in there, they're lying. Just say, I think at least, I think most people do. Education or experience?
Experience.
Good. Air guitar or air drums?
Air guitar.
Okay, you just gave me the next part. So I told you had to have a piece of paper and a pen or pencil. So draw me a guitar. If you can. Right. Did you play a musical instrument when you were a kid? Did you have anything that you liked to play?
I wanted to play guitar, but in a band you get stuck with like trombone or clarinet or something
or
crazy.
Flute. That's what I played, the flute.
Yeah, you never want to do that as a kid, but when the band needs a trombone player, they stick you there, I guess.
That's what you do. So do you still play? No? Me either. I don't even know if I'd even remember how to play. I mean, I guess I could blow a little bit into the flute, but I wasn't very good to begin with, so.
Oh, no way. I maybe drums just because I could like smash on something, but not really like to a talented level or anything.
Exactly. I had my uncle like plays like 10 different musical instruments. Oh, wow, that's pretty good. I'm impressed. That's refrigerator worthy. Just saying. I was telling him, if you guys haven't seen Stephen Davis's interview, you need to see it. I was telling him about the little story about Stephen Davis's picture that I made him draw. So
I won't put it on the fridge because I'm sure my children will also bash me about it. So there is no chance.
I think it was pretty good though. That's pretty good. Last but not least, I give you 30 seconds to either plug your company, your favorite charity, or a little bit of both. So go.
Alrighty, well, thank you again, Miss Kathy. I work for Pacific Premier Bank. We specialize in this niche industry with associations, meaning from an HOA all the way to a condo. I mean, heck, there's even docominiums, garageominiums, you name it. There's an abundance of aminiums or associations out there that we specialize with. We also work with management companies at a high level. We work with them handling their day-to-day operations when it's handling those assessments, how to process them, where they need to go to, how they're tagged to the unit owner that has paid their assessments. But more importantly, we eat, breathe, sleep this. So when you're calling into a bank, you might be calling into a personal banker and they don't understand what an assessment is or a reserve account is. We do this on a daily basis. So we do A to Z banking for associations, management companies. Pretty much if you're self-managed or if you have a manager or a management company involved, then we're here to help. But honestly, you can give us a call. I think I see most of you throughout the chapter events, but we are online. You can find us online. You can apply for a loan online. You can reach us many ways, but ultimately, try to reach out. If you see me in person at an event, I'd love to talk more about this. But yeah, so please give us a call if you can, and we're here to help.
Awesome. Thanks, George. Thanks, everybody, for joining us today. See you next time on Heart to Heart Interviews with CI Heartland. Thanks.